Hello guys, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video on my channel. Unfortunately, Redfall turned out to be a massive disappointment for 2023. But who to blame here? And what is going on behind the curtains at Xbox Studios? Let's deep dive and find out the current state of Xbox. Recently, Xbox has been getting a huge backlash from the fans and the critics for how they've been handling their first party titles, just like Redfall. So I wanted to make this video to go back and find out what has led to this stage with the sort of quality we are getting from the Xbox titles. Now in 2013, Xbox One was unveiled to the public by the former head of Xbox Studios, Don Matrick, as all-in-one home entertainment device. Now imagine a gaming console marketed as a multimedia box. What could go wrong with that? Rightly so, it met with negative reception, and due to its anti-consumer strategy, it already put bad taste in people's mouths who were looking forward for this 8th generation console from the Xbox.
I can't even start. This is literally the worst reveal event I've ever seen.
Right after this initial reception from the public, Xbox backtracked from this strategy and confirmed their primary focus is games. However, this couldn't help Xbox with the initial sales they were expecting from the Xbox One. Now in 2014, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella named Phil Spencer to a new role as a head of Xbox. Now Spencer's strategy straight away was to course correct their previous mistakes by focusing on what matters the most, which is the games. And straight out of the gate, he started working on the backward compatibility to support Xbox 360 games and their first streaming game service, Game Pass, in order to restructure the Xbox brand moving forward. However, Xbox still lost the 8th generation over to PlayStation, as said by Spencer himself, the worst generation to lose. Now in this period, we have seen a pattern of lackluster Xbox first party titles which either met with mixed or negative reviews. There were significant stretches of times between the Xbox titles as to when they released, while the competition focused on consistently delivering AAA big budget first party titles. Now Spencer's strategy continued with Game Pass to build its library of games and make it available to all platforms so everyone can play Xbox games, rather than focusing on the quality of the AAA titles. As we enter the 9th generation of gaming consoles, Xbox Studio released a powerful Xbox Series X in 2020. However, Xbox Series X was launched with no first party titles. Even the flagship games like Halo Infinite wasn't ready to launch with the Xbox new console, and due to its mixed reaction which they get when they showcase the first gameplay of Halo Infinite, they decided to delay Halo Infinite to 2021. This already gave an edge to PlayStation 5 when it launched with good exclusive games like Demon's Souls, Spider-Man Miles Morales, etc. Now Xbox viewed this and realized that they lack the good quality content for their platform. So what they decided to do to throw some money around and buy some more gaming studios rather than focusing on the quality of the games. And the primary focus at Xbox becomes to increase the quantity of games which can be launched on day one on the Game Pass. However, consistency and the quality remain the big issue within the Xbox brand and carried over from previous generation to this generation, while PlayStation and Nintendo continue to create big tentpole IPs and increase their loyal fan base. And even after the 10 billion purchase of these acquisitions, Xbox brand failed to realize that what the problem is and how they can resolve this problem. Now in 2022, Spencer admitted Game Pass subscription has slowed down on the console itself, even though he considers it's profitable and it accounts for about 15% of the company's overall Xbox content and services revenue. Now in 2023, Xbox launched their first party title, Redfall, from the Arcane Studios for the Xbox Series X. And it instantly met with a massive backlash from both fans and the critics. The game was labelled as lackluster due to its poor execution, from gameplay to AI to story, and even Arcane Studios didn't even put an effort into the game, which was supposedly the first big title for the Xbox Series X. Now, in a recent interview, Phil Spencer has admitted to the fault and the problem with the Redfall and taken the responsibility on his shoulders. However, this issue has been brewing within Xbox brand, but they failed to take any actions to resolve this sooner. Now, Spencer also made claim that Redfall reviews are double-digit lower than the internal mock reviews, which makes you question that what sort of quality control Xbox has internally and what sort of standards we're going to expect from the Xbox games moving forward if that's what they think was a good game to launch. Furthermore, he also said that if Starfield is 11 out of 10, then no one is going to sell their PS5 to buy Xbox Series X. However, good games do actually sell your consoles, period. This statement also shows lack of trust they have with the Starfield, that it won't be a console seller when especially this game is getting made by Bethesda and the people who are working behind this game has also worked behind Skyrim. And if they'd done the justice with the game, that game could potentially be the game of the year. Xbox now admits that they are going to struggle to compete with the likes of PlayStation and Nintendo in the near future, which is bad because they should be competing and they should be working hard to produce games which can rival Nintendo and Sony. As we can see with the patterns around the Xbox brand, that these problems has been occurring internally, and I don't understand what sort of leadership Phil Spencer has shown here, because if you are going to launch a game, you should know that that game is ready to be launched in public, because if it's not, you should just delay it. And the amount of delays we've seen from the Xbox studio, it's been ridiculous. Now, when Phil Spencer said that their brand has a problem, he's actually mean it, because it is very hard to compete with the tentpole IPs like Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, Super Mario. These are now becoming bigger and bigger, while Microsoft is still struggling to produce a good quality game. However, winning cures everything, and that can only happen if Xbox put some good quality controls internally. Xbox now need to focus on, rather than focusing to build a library on Game Pass, they need to first focus on the good quality of games, because quantity means nothing if the quality of the games is not good enough. And I hope Phil Spencer has taken this accountability on board and taken this feedback to heart. Now guys, this was just my opinion. I wanted to share with you guys that what do I think about what's going on behind the scenes with the Xbox? And what do you guys think? What do you think what is the problem right now? What has led to this Redfall's massive disappointment? Do you agree with me or do you disagree? Please do let me know in the comment section down below. So thank you so much for coming back to watch this video. I'll see you guys with another video on this channel. Until then, look after yourself. Have a good one.